Hello everyone. We are discussing the nomenclature of closed ring hydrocarbons. So these closed ring hydrocarbons, they are classified into monocyclic hydrocarbons and hydrocarbons contain more than one ring. So here these monocyclic hydrocarbons, they are made up of one ring, whereas these hydrocarbons that contain more than one ring, they will be containing two or more rings which will be fused together. So these monocyclic hydrocarbons, they are further classified into saturated and unsaturated, whereas these unsaturated monocyclic hydrocarbons, they are further classified into aromatic and non-aromatic compounds. These aromatic compounds further classified into benzenoid compounds and non-benzenoid compounds. And these hydrocarbons that contains more than one ring, they are also further classified into fused ring systems, bridged ring systems, and spiro ring systems. See, these fused ring systems, they are further classified into orthofused ring systems and orthofused and perifused ring systems. So this classification I wrote for our convenience to name the compounds. So this classification will help us to name the compounds easily. Apart from this classification, we have another classification of these closed ring hydrocarbons as homocyclic compounds and heterocyclic compounds. So these homocyclic compounds and heterocyclic compounds, based upon their saturation, they are classified into saturated and unsaturated compounds. Unsaturated compounds, based on a property named aromaticity, they are further classified into aromatic compounds or non-aromatic compounds. Then these aromatic compounds, based upon the ring that contains that is made up of, okay, they are further classified into benzenoid compounds and non-benzenoid compounds. So that is the main classification actually. But here, this classification I wrote here to make the nomenclature easy. Okay, so here in the last video, we have discussed the nomenclature of monocyclic hydrocarbons. In these monocyclic hydrocarbons also, we have discussed the saturated and unsaturated monocyclic hydrocarbons. Simple saturated and unsaturated monocyclic hydrocarbons we have discussed. Regarding this aromatic monocyclic hydrocarbons and non-aromatic monocyclic hydrocarbons, we will discuss in the further videos. So in this video, we will be discussing about nomenclature of hydrocarbons that contain more than one ring. So in this class also, we will be discussing about the nomenclature of fused ring systems. So here we have seen that fused ring systems, they are further classified into orthofused, and perifused. So these fused ring systems, they are further classified into orthofused compounds and orthofused perifused compounds. So these orthofused compounds means, let us consider some examples. So let us name these compounds as compound 1, compound 2, compound 3 and compound 4. If we observe compound 1, so in this compound 1, these two rings, they have two atoms in common. Okay, so carbon atom 4A and carbon atom 8A both are common for both the rings. Let us designate these rings. Let us name these rings as A, B, okay, let us consider these names. So in compound 1, for the rings A and B, carbon atoms 4A and 8A are common and one bond is common for both the rings. So if we observe compound 2, in compound 2 also for the rings A and B, two atoms are in common and one bond is in common. And also if we observe ring B and C, two atoms 4A and 9B are common and one bond is common for both the rings. Whereas if we observe compound 3, in this compound 3 also each ring is having two common atoms and one common bond. If we observe ring A and ring B, 9A, 8A are common. Then ring A and ring C, 9A and 2A are common. Ring B and ring C, 9A and 5A are common. So the same thing we can observe in case of compound 4 also. But here, if we observe compound 1 and compound 2, these compound 1 and compound 2 both are different from compound 3 and compound 4. See here, in compound 1, only 2 rings are fused together, whereas in compound 2, 3 rings are fused together, but one ring, ring B, it is having 2 rings, okay, 2 rings bound, it is bound with 2 other rings, but these 2 rings, ring A and ring C, they are not having any attachment. that means they are not fused together. See, ring A is fused with ring B, ring C is fused with ring B, but this ring A is not fused with ring C. So here ring B is having two rings fused with it, but these two rings which are fused with ring B, they are not fused together. So here in this case, the fused rings, they are having two common atoms and one common bond. So such kind of compounds in which the rings are fused in such a way that two atoms are common and one bond is common, such kind of compounds will be called as orthofused compounds. So orthofused compounds are those compounds, or we can say orthofused compounds are those cyclic compounds in which two rings are bound or fused together in such a way that they will be having two common atoms and one common bond. Whereas here if we observe, see, this ring is fused with two other rings and these two other rings are orthofused together. See, ring A is bound with ring B and ring C, and these ring B and ring C are orthofused together. That means this ring B and ring C, they are having two common atoms and one common bond. If we observe ring 4, in ring 4 also, ring A is bound with ring C and ring D, and these ring C and ring D, it is having, they are orthofused together, and the same ring A is bound with ring B and ring D, and this ring B and ring D, both the rings, they are orthofused together. So this kind of compounds in which one ring is fused with two or more other rings which are orthofused together, okay, such compounds will be called as orthofused and perifused compounds. So orthofused compounds are those compounds in which the rings are bound fused together in such a way that they will be having two common atoms and one common bond. Orthofused and perifused compounds are the compounds in which one ring is fused to two other rings which are orthofused together. Okay, so this is about what are orthofused compounds and perifused compounds. Now, how to name these orthofused compounds and orthofused and perifused compounds, or we can say simply how to name these fused ring systems. See, to name hydrocarbons, no matter whether they are straight chain compounds or branched chain compounds or these closed ring systems, so to name these compounds, we have to identify the parent name and the attachment name. We must identify the parent name and the attachment name. So in branch chain compounds, this parent name, we are calling it as parent chain, whereas this attachment will be the branch. Okay, so in straight chain compounds or open chain compounds, parent name indicates the parent chain and attachment name indicates the branch. Whereas here in cyclic compounds, we have to identify what is a parent chain what is the parent name and what is the attachment name. So here, if we consider this straight chain compounds, or we can say open chain compounds, in open chain compounds, parent chain means the chain that is having the more number of carbon atoms, or we can say the chain with, the longest possible continuous chain. So in open chain compounds, parent chain indicates the longest possible continuous chain, whereas branch will be the chain that is having less number of carbon atoms than parent chain. So parent chain indicates the longest possible continuous chain, whereas branch is the chain that is having less number of carbon atoms than the parent chain. So here also, in cyclic compounds also, while considering the parent name, we have to consider the largest ring. So the largest ring will be the parent name. The name of the largest ring will be the parent name, whereas coming to attachment name, the small ring. Smaller ring will be the attachment. So in these fused ring systems, the largest ring, or we can say the larger ring, will be considered as the parent. Whereas this smaller ring will be considered as the attachment here. So now, while writing the names to these fused ring systems, we have some suggestions for parent names and also for attachment names. So what are those suggestions? We will see. So here, while naming these fused ring systems, we have to consider the parent name, or we have to identify the parent name and the attachment name. So in this system, the minimum ring size should be minimum 5 carbon atoms for both parent and attachment. So we have to keep in mind that the ring size should be minimum 5. That means parent ring should contain minimum 5 carbon atoms and attachment should contain minimum 5 carbon atoms. So parent ring size may increase. Attachment ring should contain at least 5 carbon atoms. So both the rings may contain 5 carbon atoms, or parent ring may contain 6 carbon atoms and attachment ring may contain 5 carbon atoms. Parent ring may contain 7 carbon atoms and attachment ring may contain 5 carbon atoms. Parent ring may contain 8 carbon atoms and attachment ring may contain 5 carbon atoms, and so on. Like that, minimum ring size should be 5 carbon atoms. And here, while considering the parent and attachment, the ring size, the ring which is having more number of carbon atoms, or the larger ring, will be considered as parent ring and the smaller ring will be considered as attachment. So here, let us consider the case. This first case, both the rings having 5 carbon atoms. In such a case, this can be called as pentalene. If both the rings in a fused ring system, both the rings are having 5 carbon atoms, then this will be called as pentallene. So the name of the compound, the prescribed name of the compound that contains both 5 atoms in both the rings, the name considered is pentallene. So this will be the ring system. Okay, so this will be the ring system. Here both the rings, they are having 5 carbon atoms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So both the rings, they are having 5 carbon atoms. Both are 5-membered ring systems and they are orthofused together. So this kind of compound will be called as pentallene. If the compound is saturated, then in such a case this can be called as octahydropentallene. Because to pentallene 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hydrogens are added. So octahydropentallene. If both parent ring and attachment ring both are having same number of carbon atoms, that is 5 carbon atoms, then in such a case this compound is called as pentallene. Let us consider the compound contains 6, the parent ring, the compound contains one parent ring contains 6 carbon atoms and the attachment ring contains 5 carbon atoms, like this. So this is the compound in which one ring contains 6 carbon atoms and another ring contains 5 carbon atoms. So in this case, this ring which is having 6 carbon atoms will be considered as the parent ring, because the ring system which is having more number of carbon atoms will be considered as parent ring. So this will be considered as parent ring and this will be considered as attachment. So in this case 6 carbon atom and 5 carbon atoms. So in this case this will be called as indene. This compound will be called as indene if it is saturated. Then that will be called as 1, 2, 3, 4. So octahydroindene. Octahydroindene. See here, the first carbon atom is saturated carbon atom, so this has to be indicated. So 1-hydroindene. This will be octahydroindene. Already as it is the first carbon atom is already saturated one, so this will be named as octahydro 1-hydroindene. This is the name of the compound. So if it is unsaturated, then that will be called as indene. If it is saturated, then that will be called as hydroindene. So how many hydrogen atoms we are adding for saturating this compound? So those that will be indicated here. So to this compound 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 hydrogen atoms we have added. So we are naming it as octahydro. So while naming these fused ring systems, we have to identify the parent ring and we have to identify the attached ring. So here the parent ring will be the ring that is having more number of carbon atoms, whereas the attachment ring will be the ring that is containing less number of carbon atoms. So here for this compound, if we consider a few examples, if we hope both the rings, parent ring and attachment ring, both contains 5 carbon atoms, then the compound will be named as pentallene. If the parent ring contains 6 carbon atoms and attachment ring contains 5 carbon atoms, then that will be called as indene. Whereas if the parent ring contains 7 carbon atoms and the attachment ring contains 5 carbon atoms, then the compound will be called as azulene. If the parent ring contains 7 carbon atoms and attachment ring contains 5 carbon atoms, then the name of the compound will be azulene. If the parent ring contains 8 carbon atoms and the attachment ring contains 5 carbon atoms, in such case the ring will be called as aniline. The name will be aniline. And if the parent ring contains more than 8 carbon atoms and the attachment ring contains 5 carbon atoms, in such a case also the parent name of the compound will be aniline. So this is about naming the compounds in which the attachment ring is having 5 carbon atoms. Okay, so if the parent ring is containing 5 carbon atoms and attachment ring is containing 5 carbon atoms, then the name of the compound will be pentalene. If the parent ring is having 6 carbon atoms and attachment ring is having 5 carbon atoms, then the name will be indene. If parent ring is containing 7 carbon atoms and attachment ring is containing 5 carbon atoms, then the name is azulene. If the parent ring is containing 8 carbon atoms and more than 8 carbon atoms and the attachment ring is containing 5 carbon atoms, then the name aniline will be used. So these are the parent names for the compounds in which the attachment ring is containing 5 carbon atoms and the parent ring is having 5 and more than 5 carbon atoms. So these are the parent names given for those compounds. Then what if this parent ring contains 6 carbon atoms? Attachment ring contains 6 carbon atoms. How to name such compounds? See, according to the rule, parent ring is the ring that is having more number of carbon atoms and attachment ring is the ring that is having less number of carbon atoms. So, and we have discussed that the ring size should be minimum 5. Okay, the ring size should be minimum 5. So as the ring size is minimum 5, the attachment ring, it should not be less than 5 carbon atom ring. Okay, because minimum size is 5. So we should take minimum 5. And we can increase the number of carbon atoms in the parent ring. So 5 is to 5, 6, 5, then 7, 5, 8, 5, 9, 5 and 10, 5. So if it is 5, 5, then the name of the compound is pentalene. That means if the compound contains parent ring with 5 carbon atoms and attachment ring with 5 carbon atoms, then the name of the compound will be pentalene. If the parent ring contains 6 carbon atoms and attachment ring contains 5 carbon atoms, then the name is indene. Then if the parent ring is containing 7 carbon atoms and the attachment ring is containing 5 carbon atoms, then the parent name given is azulene. And if the parent ring is having 8 carbon atoms and more than 8 carbon atoms and the attachment ring is having 5 carbon atoms, then the given parent name is aniline. Okay, now let us consider the attachment ring with 6 carbon atoms. Attachment ring with 6 carbon atoms. That means like this. Both the rings contain 6 carbon atoms, here 7 and 6, here 8 and 6. So like this, 6 carbon atoms, 7, 6, 8, 6 and more than 8, and the attachment ring contains 6 carbon atoms. In this case, what are the parent names given? So for the compound in which both the parent ring and attachment ring contains 6 carbon atoms, it is named as naphthalene, so if it is saturated, that is named as naphthalene, or if it is unsaturated, then that is named as naphthalene, whereas if it is saturated, then 1 2 3 4 5, so decahydronaphthalene, because 10 hydrogens we have to add. If we add 10 hydrogens, that will be called as decahydro, so decahydronaphthalene. Then if the compound contains 7 carbon atoms, the parent ring with 7 carbon atoms and attachment ring with 6 carbon atoms, then the name will be aniline. The name of the compound will be, the parent name of the compound will be aniline. So further cases also will be named as aniline only. So if the compound containing the parent ring with 6 carbon atoms and attachment ring with 6 carbon atoms, then the name of the compound will be naphthalene. If the parent ring size is more than 6 carbon atoms and the attachment ring size is 6 carbon atoms, then the name considered will be aniline. So one more case we will consider, in which the attachment ring is having 7 carbon atoms. So if both the parent ring and attached ring both contains 7 carbon atoms, then that will be called as heptadene. If the parent ring contains more than 7 carbon atoms and the attachment ring contains 7 carbon atoms, then the name will be aniline again. Okay, what if the attachment ring is having 8 carbon atoms? So if the parent ring is having 8 carbon atoms and attached ring is having 8 carbon atoms, then the compound is given with the parent name octalene, whereas if the compound is having more than 8 carbon atoms and the attached ring is having 8 carbon atoms, then the compound will be named as aniline again. So now, what if the compound contains 9 carbon atoms in both parent ring and attachment ring? So this will be called as nonane, and more than 9 carbon atoms will be called as aniline again. Then if it is having 10 carbon atoms, this will be called as decane. If more than 10 and attachment ring is having 10 carbon atoms, then again aniline. So this is how we will be selecting the parent names. So we have to select a parent name and we have to select attachment name. Then both we have to add. So while selecting the parent name, we have to consider the parent ring and attachment ring. So if while considering this parent ring, we will be consider the ring which is having more number of carbon atoms as the parent ring. So we have seen the size of the ring, sizes of the rings for both parent ring and attachment ring, and based upon the size of the rings, what parent name is given, that we observed. Now, how to select the attachment name to the compound? So for selecting attachment name to the compound, see here we will consider one example. So this is our example. Okay, so the size of this ring is 8 carbon atoms and the size of this ring is 5 carbon atoms. So here we already discussed that the ring system which is having more number of carbon atoms will be considered as the parent ring, and the ring system with less number of carbon atoms will be considered as attachment rings. So while selecting the parent ring or the parent name, so based upon this, if the parent ring is having 8 or more number of carbon atoms and if the attachment ring is having 5 carbon atoms, then the parent name will be aniline. And while selecting the attachment name, we have to consider the attachment ring only. So how we will be giving the name to this simple attachment ring? So here this carbon atom is saturated, so this will be considered as 1-hydro, and as it is having 5 carbon atoms, so the ring system with 5 carbon atoms will be considered as cyclopentane. So this will be named as 1-hydro cyclopentaannuline. Okay, so here we should keep in mind that while selecting the parent name only, we will be considering the sizes of both the rings. We have to consider the size of parent ring and also we have to consider the size of attachment ring, attached ring, to select parent name. Whereas to select this attachment name, we have to consider the size of the attached ring only. If it is 5-membered, then pentene. If it is 6-membered, then hexane. If it is 7-membered, then heptane, like that. Cyclopentane, cyclohexane, cycloheptane, like that. We will be selecting the name based upon the size of the ring here, attached ring here. So this is about the nomenclature of fused ring systems. So to name a fused ring system, we have to select parent name and attachment name. So this attachment name will be prefix to the parent name. This parent name will be the suffix. Okay, so we have to select parent name and attachment name. So while selecting parent name, we have to consider the size of parent ring and the size of attached ring. While selecting the attachment name, simply we will consider the size of attached ring only. So this is how we will be naming the fused ring systems. So in the next class we will be discussing the nomenclature of bridge ring systems. Thank you.